Okay, you made this?
Hey everybody, I'm your host Dub Son. You sparking up with VANSNWEED, and today we got JourneyBthaReason. You feel me?
Yes.
How you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing all right. You know, a little high.
A little high.
First and foremost, can you tell me, a little bit about the fans? You feel me about your upbringing, and
Yes. So I'm from East Oakland, California. I was raised in A5ville, honestly, and then I moved to the 90s. I've been in the 90s for the last 10 years of my life. So, I just seen it all. My sister, she used to have me outside as a youngin'. So I've been in the streets for a little bit, but really, honestly, when I went to high school, I went the good route, and I kind of just really got involved with school and stuff. So I tried to just, find my own lane without, going a route I didn't really want to go. With everything that was surrounded around me, I wanted to make sure I did something with myself, because I just seen a lot of shit, and I don't want to be like that,
For sure. So, what would you say is like you say you from the east part of Oakland? So, what makes that different from all the other sides of Oakland?
East Oakland is the best part of Oakland to me. I think it's just the heart. We the heart of Oakland. I feel like, I don't know, I could be biased, but I don't know. I've been to other places in Oakland, and it still feel like Oakland, but it's just, when you in East Oakland, I don't know, it's just this different type of aura, this different type of energy, and it's just, I love East Oakland. That's my home. I rep it to the death.
For sure. Okay. So, what was played around the house growing up?
Oh, a bunch of shit. Oldies, back to the Temptations, you feel me?
Okay.
Old school slaps, all the way up to Mary J. Blige, Keisha Cole. My mom played a lot of shit. She played a lot of rap too, but she was really into R&B, Whitney, The Greats, Michael, Tony Tone, and Vogue. Just a bunch of stuff. SWV. She really, my mama she had taste for real. I got my music taste from her, definitely.
For sure. So you got an old soul for real.
I got an old soul for real, yeah.
Okay. That's what's up, man. So like you said, the Keisha Cole and stuff like that. She from Oakland, you feel me?
Yeah, love her.
It's artists like Kehlani and Kamaya and stuff like that. Coming from a city that you come from, what do you do you say the influence kind of you feel me, why you want to do this, or your movement?
They definitely was an inspiration. Somewhere I seen somebody literally come from where I'm from and do something, set their mind on it, work hard towards it, and it happened for them. It made it feel like it's possible for me, because if they didn't do it, I probably wouldn't have thought it was possible. Because sometimes you really gotta see it to, the representation really matter. You really gotta see it first to really believe that you could do it, and that hit close to home. So I'm like, Keisha Cole, Kehlani, Kamaya, all, if they could do it, I for sure could do it. We went to the same high schools and all the shit, so.
Yeah, that's big.
That's big. They went to OUSD school, all that. That's close to home to me, so I'm like, I could do it for sure.
So when you first started, what kind of inspired you, or what made you say all right, I'm finna really do this shit and stick with it?
Honestly, when I first started, I really just started because I was having fun in high school. And I kind of liked the attention of it. I was spitting and people were just amazed by it, and I liked that feeling of kind of impressing people. But then when I went to college, I stopped rapping, and I kind of just was focused on school. But when I came back home, I went through a depression, I would say, and I was really just trying to figure out what I was going to do with myself. And that's when music came back to me, and that's when I realized it's deeper than just making raps to impress people. How can I tell my story? How can I, kind of just find myself as an artist, and so I started just investing in myself, and I seen that I was gaining traction from people that I probably would have never thought would see my shit, or and so that's when I was like, if Mr. Fab following me, I Am Sue following me, they commenting on my shit.
That's big. That's big.
I'm opening up for Showbanger my first year in. Like, hold on, like, you know.
Yeah.
I'm like, I probably could do something with this. So that pushed me, like, it's kind of possible.
For sure,
like,
for sure.
me being there, seeing that it's possible, I'm like, I can do this.
So, like, how would you describe your sound today, you know? Like, what's the word for it?
Honestly, a lot of people ask me that too, and I'm still trying to figure it out myself, to be all honest. Like, every day I go and I try to experiment with different shit, and I try to just figure out, like, how can I be better than how can this song be better than my last song, or how can this song be different, you know, trying to really figure out my lane. But I did notice that a lot of my music that people kind of like and they up is like when I'm being hypey and turned up, of course.
The party music.
I'm from East Oakland, so, you know, they like that music, and I like that music too, don't get me wrong. I don't make music that I don't like, but I always still try to do like different sounds and just find something that I probably didn't know I could do, or, you know.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I would say hypey as of now, but y'all gonna hear some different shit from me. You know.
What's your definition of hypey? Because, you know, a lot of people, you feel me, kind of got their own definition nowadays as far as what hypey is to them. You know, that's our background as far as like Bay Area, but everybody kind of trying to steer away from it. So what would you say is like a version of it today?
My definition of hypey is really just embodying like that, like it can really go a lot of ways. I can get really deep into it, but like really just embodying like the spirit of the Bay, and like that's kind of what we do. We go hypey, like we're hyper, we got a lot of energy, like we have like this type of swag, like we got the, like all of that combined kind of is just like hypey, like, you know, like, and we do it like with a pride, like, you know, with this like,
so it's like more like a unique feeling.
It's like a unique feeling. Not a lot of people can get hyper, but not a lot of people can get hypey, you know what I'm saying? Like,
facts,
we get hypey.
Facts. Okay, so last year you dropped the EP Hypey Princess.
Yes.
So you feel me? Take us through the process and, you know, the vision for it.
That was one of my funnest parts of like learning myself as an artist, like doing that project. Honestly, I started off just doing different shit and trying with it, like I said, experimenting. But then eventually, like, I noticed, like, okay, the songs that I like the most are kind of like this hypey type of songs. And I used to call myself the Hypey Princess back in the day. But that was just me kind of playing around. Like, I never really, you know. But I was like, well, shit, I should probably bring that back, because you feel me, like, why not? I'm the Hypey Princess. I am from Oakland. And then it's like, people be thinking, oh, she cute, she's small, she ain't gonna, nah, I really gets hypey though, like, that, you know. So that project was really fun though. Honestly, I was working with Benny Bells at Slapwagon, and he was my engineer throughout the whole process. So working with one engineer was great. I worked with a few different producers, and I just made some good music out of that. And I was just like, you know what? I'm not gonna let this sit. I'm about to push this. So.
Facts. So you got Nefta Pharaoh, you got Get It Indie, Just Bang, you feel me? Like, how did you connect with those artists, and what was it like working with them?
For one, I'm a fan of all of those artists' names, so I always wanted to work with them if I was, you know. So Get It Indie, she was actually, we already kind of been connecting through Instagram, just commenting on each other's stuff here and there. But I've always been a fan of her, so I used to make videos, tag her, all the shit, you know. And she was doing like some type of deal or something, and I hit her up and we talked, and she was like, you know, fucking what you doing? She liked the song. She helped me with the song too. It's not like she just did the song. She helped me with the song. And then with Bang, I got connected with him because we know the same people. And he heard 2 of my songs and he liked it, both of them. But we ended up kind of locking on that one. And then with Neff, I'm connected with his manager, Tosh, that's my girl. And he heard the beat and he liked the beat. And we kind of just went from there. So kind of networking. Okay,
so like now that you stepped your foot in the game and really, you know, could kind of see what the, well, not the real like industry like that, but so far just like the industry so far around the Bay Area, you feel me? And meeting different artists like Pharaoh and just, you know, Bay Area famous people, and reaching different artists and different fan bases. How do you feel like you should do it? Like, do you feel like you should put more music out by yourself or collaborate more?
Honestly, I do want to put out more singles like just by myself, because I want to make sure that I'm not just like flooding with features. But these are just people that I've always been a fan of, and they kind of, you know, fucking with me and showing love at the moment, so it's kind of just happening like that.
Yeah.
But my next project, I definitely gonna cool off on the features, probably.
For sure. I feel like the features is better when it's more genuine, like when y'all kind of build that relationship, you feel me?
Yeah.
Rather than you like, oh, I need this verse so I could, you know,
right, exactly.
Get it cracking real quick, you feel me?
And
like,
that's kind of how like well, only one feature was like that, but most of the features was kind of like it just happened, kind of, you know, like, and so it was like, why not put it on, you know, my EP, my debut, like, there's some big features right here. I'm letting y'all know I'm stamping myself kind of.
That's a great debut too, for real.
Thank you.
So, have you feel like you've grown since like your project dropped and you know everything kind of just fell in line?
Yeah, most definitely. I just feel like I know myself a little bit more as an artist now. I'm more confident in myself. I'm definitely understanding my worth and my value and what I bring to the table. And I'm handling my business. I always really been about my business from jump, but I'm really just learning more about my business side of it. So really just playing the game, like I'm learning the game a little bit, you feel me? Like, alright, I see, like, you know, trying to figure out how I'm gonna, not fit in, but what lane I'm gonna kind of go in. And so I learned a lot though, I'm not gonna lie, just the experiences, I learned a lot.
For sure. So like nowadays being a female and trying to come up in this industry, and it's a higher expectation, you feel me? How do you feel like you stand out from the rest of the females in the game?
Well, I feel like honestly, I try not to really compare myself to other people. So I think that helps me because I really just, like, I'm tunnel vision, like, and it's not on like no weird shit, it's just I have to stay tunnel vision so I could really focus on myself, and I think that helped me because I just really focus on my bars, I focus on the art of music. It's not really like I'm just learning the business side of it, the glitz and glam side of it. I always just wanted to rap. It was never really about being a rapper. I just love to rap.
For sure.
And so I think because I'm so dedicated to the art, and if you hear my bars, and if you really go back and listen, and just, you will see that I really do put time and effort into my art. And so good quality music is gonna always outshine everything else thrown at you, the antics, the glitz and glam, whatever. But when you hear good music, you gon' fuck with it, like, you know.
Facts.
So,
you got bars.
Thank you.
So you basically saying bars before the image, for real, like.
I mean, the image gonna come, you know. I just feel like sometimes people force the image, you know, or they go in just for the image, and it's like, it's deeper than that. Even though 50% of it is the image, you want to make sure that 50% of the music is very, very, very fucking good. That way, it don't matter what the image really is, because people gonna fuck with it whether you know, whether it's good or not.
I feel like, you know, your favorite rappers or, you know, your favorite artists, like when they first started, they didn't have like all the chains and stuff they have on now, for real. They just was rapping, for real, like you said, and just, you know, trying to make it out. And that'd be the best music from the artist, is the, you know, the make it out music, you feel me? But you drop like a lot of videos on your own platform, you feel me? And, you know, it's a lot of artists trying to get on like different platforms like Wallstar or Dizzler, or even like No Jumper or something like that. How did it feel to build your own catalog on your own platform from, you know, the ground up?
I think I made that a priority. I had to make decisions, and it was hard because, you know, it's easy to just pay somebody to slap your shit on, But I'm like, I really want it in the long run. Like, when you think about it differently, it's like, I'd rather build my shit up, because you'll be popping on Thistle today, but then next week, ain't nobody really checking for you, or you try to drop something on your own outside of Thistle and shit ain't really pop. You know, like, I really want to build my core supporters and my core fan base, like, from the ground up. And so I just make that a priority. Don't get me wrong, I will take opportunities if I gotta get slapped on the Thizzler week, whatever they be doing, Song of the Week or Slapper and all, like all that. Like, I'll take the opportunity, but I really want to make sure I'm building my own platform, because I just want people to stay connected with me. I don't need like a middleman, or like, not like that. I don't mind getting posted here and there, but I'm gonna make it my priority to build up my own channel. Why not? Get monetized and all that shit.
For sure, man. That's a real grind too, as far as just like, you know, putting your step forward, and, you know, really doing it for yourself for real. You know, a lot of people, they kind of wait on the, you know, an opportunity. So, you know, that's big. So, last year you presented a music streaming award, 200,000 streams. You feel me? So, how was it like getting that achievement and, you know, being recognized for your work?
That was like, that made me feel like, okay, that was one of them other type of moments where I was like, all right, like, shit kind of getting real. Not, you know, like, you could do this. So, shout out to P-Dub, shout out to Global. He had actually bought me that for my birthday too. So, that was like a birthday gift too. So, I just felt really good about that. I'm like, 200,000, I'm like, hold on. And so, that just made me really want to push. Like, honestly, every time I do something good or something good happens, it really make me want to push even more, because it's like, if I could do this, what can I do next? Like, you know?
Facts. So, you feel me? You was just at the Catalyst, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Then you did something at the Cornerstone not too long ago, opening up for what, Pimp Toby?
The other day, yep.
You feel me?
Friday.
So now that you know, been doing this, what would you say is the experience is like, and what do you like most, the studio vibe or performing?
I'm a more performing artist than a studio artist. I just learned how to be a studio artist, but I've been a performing artist my whole life. I used to dance, I used to do cheer, I used to debate. Like, I've always been in front of crowds. That's not the, you know, that's not really my weak point. I love performing, but I had to learn how to be in the studio. So, you know, I had to do that. But I feel like performing is my favorite part of being an artist, because I really get to connect. I really get to let out like this adrenaline or whatever I got kind of built up. It's my way of kind of expressing myself, and like, I just like to connect with the fans. I like to build new fans. And then going back to like, I want to make sure when I leave like a impact, like, you know, or like a few people gonna leave impressed by me, like, you know, like a few people gonna be, or they gonna be thinking like, who's that girl, you know. I want people to like make sure like, oh, I seen her before, you know, like, I want to make sure I leave something on the person. So I always try to give it my all. Every performance, I try to give it my all.
Facts. Got to, man. Got to go all in.
Got to.
So, you feel me? When you in the studio, what's like a ritual or what's something you need to, you know, get going?
In the studio, I for sure probably need, like, if it's not wine, a bottle, because I have studio anxiety. But when I'm by myself, I'm more comfortable. Like, when it's just me and the engineer, I'm good. Like, but I don't know, I just have studio anxiety, and so I think it's because I used to have like a real insecurity with my voice. I used to think my voice is so squeaky and stuff. So I think like I had to really like go through that and, you know, kind of do trial and error, figure out like what it is. But now I'm pretty comfortable in the studio. So like a few shots, probably a few blunts here and there. But sometimes I could go to the studio sober and just knock out what I need to knock out and then cut, you know. So.
Okay.
It's
So
really just like,
you just be in there for real, just like turned for real, just, you know, trying to get it out, man.
trying to get it out. Yeah.
For sure. So like when you expressing yourself, what do you want your fans to feel from it?
I want my fans to know that everything is facts. I don't do no capping in my rap. I just feel like it's not necessary. it's too many things you could rap about that's, you know, for real, to be lying in your raps. So it's like everything is from experience, a personal experience, somebody close to me experience, but it's something that's real and true. Or it's me just being cocky and talking shit, and it's like that's how I feel in the moment. My feelings are valid, so it's like if I feel like popping my shit, I'm gonna pop my shit.
For sure.
And if you feel some type of way, step your game up. You feel me? Or you feel me? I don't know, but.
So you like more like a punch in freestyle, or like write it down, really think it out?
I'm a writer. I'm definitely a writer. Some of my songs I punched in, like First Me First. I punched that in. That was like one of the first songs I punched in. I was nervous about that, but I did. But usually you could tell the songs that I punch in because it got more like of a flow. My bars is up there, but it probably ain't like how when I write. When I write, it's like I could really like construct, you know, a whole verse and make shit just. It's like magic. I don't know.
It's
like,
a real, you feel me? It's a real process.
It's a real process.
You really feel it too.
I could feel it. I could brainstorm. I could cut shit out. I could bring it back. Like, you know.
For sure.
But I'm learning on how to be more like, you know, on the spot. Like just write a verse right here or go and punch in, you know. But I do think a lot, so I think writing helped me because I'm an open thinker.
For sure.
And I don't want to just say anything. Like that's my thing. I don't want to just say anything.
Yeah.
Like I want to make sure it makes sense or it's slap or something.
For sure. So like, you was featured on Polo Shotter's Bars on Bars Cipher, you feel me? So like, how was that experience for you? Like, you know, people reaching out and, you know, getting you on their platforms.
That was dope. I'm not gonna lie. Shout out to K. Rowland. She plugged that in for me. And he reached out to me and he was just like, "Can you do it?" And I was like, "Yep." I showed up. And originally I thought he said it was an all-female cipher. So I'm like, oh yeah, this is dope. We gotta do it. You know, I can do a cipher with the girls. But then I realized that he said he was looking for a female, and I was like, oh shit. So I was like, I'm with the guys, and I was like, so when I got there, I was kind of like, what the hell? But then I kind of got comfortable pretty quick, and I was like, whatever. I'm here. I'm gonna put on for the girls then, shit.
For sure, you got the bars too. You feel me? You got the bars.
Thank
you.
You
Keep up with them.
Yeah,
so like,
that was dope.
not even keep up, but you know, you could. You feel me? You doing your thing. So. You feel me? You gonna stand out anyway, being the only female there going crazy.
Yeah.
So, like, I see you on like NorCal Next Up and stuff like that. Like, you feel me? What can you say about that platform for real? Like,
that's one of the platforms I really do genuinely fuck with. I could say, like, he's not biased at all. He don't care if you got 3 followers. Like, you know, like he really support like.
Yeah, I think he posted us like once or twice, I think, too.
Yeah.
Shout out NorCal Next Up, man.
And he love to credit, you know, everybody that's kind of doing the project. If he know, like, everybody that's behind it, he do credit a lot of people, you know, the directors and everybody like that. So I think that's dope. And he just always, I think he becoming like one of the pages that everybody looking at, you know, and I think it's because it's fair, you know. It ain't no real... From what I know, it ain't no real politics.
He's showing love to everybody. He's showing love to everybody. Everybody, for real. We need that too, man.
Yeah, because I can keep updated on what's going on too, you know? Facts.
What would you say, like, the Bay Area need as far as to go to the next level?
I would probably just say it's a lot of stuff, but I mean, probably just more unity when it comes to bagging up an artist. Like, when we see an artist on that verge, I feel like everybody needs to just, not bandwagon, but just get behind them and really push them through, because it take a lot to like, break from a local artist to a mainstream artist. And I feel like sometimes we let them get local famous and we be like, oh, okay, I ain't finna write, you know, I ain't finna write on the dick, or I ain't finna, but instead we should really just all come behind that artist and just push them over, you know, like that's what they do everywhere else. When an artist is buzzing somewhere else, everybody finna, oh, okay, you popping? Yeah, facts. Everybody finna, all right, and push you through.
When you notice, like, when one artist, when they push, like, a big artist from, or not even a big artist, but when they push one artist from a region and they go up, they come and get everybody damn near. Like, they did that with Chicago, New York, they did that with Louisiana. You feel me? Atlanta, you feel me? Yeah. So the Bay Area is like we kind of breaking them down them doors, but at the same time it's like everybody not on the same page for real.
Yeah.
You know, so.
And I think it just goes to, I mean, it's a lot of artists I could say that fuck with me and show me support. And, you know, I don't really ask for shit or expect shit either. So just them showing me love is enough for me. But, you know, it is a few people that, I ain't gonna say no names, but.
For sure. So, like, what do you look for in a beat?
In a beat?
Yeah.
Honestly,
or even a producer.
It gotta catch my attention that first 5 seconds. Like, if it don't catch my attention that first 5 seconds, I'm zoned out. But sometimes some beats they'll be like, what's this? And then the beat dropping, that shit be hard. Like, okay, I should have waited a little bit. But usually, like, when it catch my attention and like when I instantly want to start rapping, if I hear a beat and I instantly want to start rapping, I'm like, okay, I like this beat.
For sure. So it's more the feeling and, you know, like, kind of.
It's definitely.
You gotta have that, like, as soon as you find some type of line or whatever, you like, okay, let's go.
Some type of cadence, some type of flow.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. I fuck with that. So, how many people allowed in the studio when you in there going crazy?
When it's my sessions, like that I'm paying for out of my money, little to none. Like my cousins, probably, if they not at work. My mom, if she not at work, my sister if she not at work, but really it's like less than 5 people because I don't really like a lot of people in my sessions. And you gotta be hella close to me, like family.
For sure, okay. So, out of your whole catalog, what would you say is your favorite right now?
That's hard. Well, I would have to say First Things First is my favorite right now because when I perform it, I notice that's the one that like. It's like icing on the cake. Like, 'cause I do it last on my set. And it's like people go crazy for that song. And then that's the song they kind of remember me by, you know? So, First Thing First. But 100 Rounds go crazy too. 100 Rounds is some talk my shit, like.
Okay.
Straight just bars.
You feel me? So you trying to come out the gate with just straight hit them with the banger, for real?
Hit them with the banger.
Okay. So, who would you like to collaborate with in the future, you know?
Yes, I would love to collaborate with Neff again. I've been saying that because I want to do another song that's more like turned up. I would love to collaborate with I Am Sue. I've been putting that in the air. He's been showing me a lot of love. Shout out to
Twin, man. Shout out to Twin.
Love me some I Am Sue. He already know. He locked in. And then I would love to collaborate with Young Junior.
Okay.
We had probably got something locked in too. But really just a lot of people from the Bay, because that's, you know.
So you really just trying to just spread the love, for real.
Yeah,
spread the love, for real.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I forgot her tag name. Never mind, my bad, y'all. I was gonna shout out, but I forgot her tag name.
So like, besides rap and, you know, shows and, you know, just living the artist lifestyle, what do you do outside of music?
Outside of music, I really just work. I'm a social media manager, but and then I really just like normal life. I like to sleep. I like to eat. Watch TV, watching motherfucking Jocelyn Cabaret, them bitches going dumb.
Okay.
You feel me?
We should watch the interview so we can talk about that shit.
Right, Bad Boys Club.
That nigga don't watch that shit. I do that.
I'm watching all the ratchet shit. I don't give a fuck.
It comes tonight too.
I'm about to say after this, we for sure finna go watch it. What time it drop? What's that time? No, but yeah, like, and then I just hang out with my cousins and my sister April, and we like to go out to eat. When we go out, we like to go out to eat. You know, we just been on the boat ride yesterday. We on the boat ride. You know, we like to do shit. You feel me? Like, I just be chilling, living life, so I can have shit to write about. Living life, so I could have some shit to draw from, some inspiration. You know, like.
Okay, so you said the cabaret, but what's your favorite? What's your favorite show?
The cabaret.
What's your favorite show?
That ain't my favorite show, y'all. That ain't my favorite show. But that's just a show I like to watch. So. My favorite show, honestly, y'all ain't gonna lie, I don't watch TV like that. But what's that one show? fuck? I don't even know.
You don't watch TV.
I really don't watch TV like that.
Unless you with us.
Unless I watch it. Oh, the Baddies Collection, huh?
Oh,
the
that's
Baddies
good,
Collection
yes.
with
real
Big Bad
fights.
Legs. No, I just be watching. I be watching Ratchet shit. We be watching Bad Girls Club. We rewatching it from the season. Well, we on season 3 now.
Yeah.
Oh,
So we watch
y'all-
Ratchet shit all damn day.
Y'all just, you feel me, keep it old school with the Bad Girls Club. Okay.
TV ain't the same no more anyway. TV is not
For
the
real.
same.
I ain't gonna lie, I don't really, YouTube is the new TV for keep it one.
Yeah, YouTube is
And Power.
Damn.
But, what was your first time getting high like?
My first time getting high, I was tripping. Like, I was a tripper. Like, I used to trip like hard. Like, people probably never want to get high with me again. Like, bro. And then, not even just getting high. My first bowl blunt, y'all. Like, I literally thought I was a computer. I was telling myself, like, I feel like a computer. Like, I just feel like a computer. Like, that's the time I knew I was so high. I was like, all right. Like, it was like I was laying down, my body's still up, moving and shit. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I used to be a tripper, but yeah, after I kind of got through that stage, I used to just be hella high, wanting to eat hella shit, laughing, you know, doing hella shit.
That's crazy. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I used to be...
Used to be tripping?
Yeah, I used to be like, damn, I can't feel my hand.
Wait, do you be smoking blunts or do you smoke just...
I ain't gonna lie, I started smoking woods, you feel me? Brother put me on.
Okay.
But, yeah, what you smoking on today, man? The infamous question.
Rolling blue cookies gotta turn you to a zombie.
Okay, blue
You
cookies.
heard what I said, 100 rounds.
For
Yeah,
sure.
we roll blue cookies. I mean, it's a lot of shit going on nowadays. We smoke Zaza out here and there, but I feel like the blue cookies just never miss. Like, there ain't nothing like no blue cooks. Like,
Facts.
that shit turn to a zombie.
That's like how purple was back in the day, man. If you had no purple, it wasn't, you feel me? That cookie is official.
What is it?
So, do you read? And if so, what's your favorite book?
Yes, I do read. I haven't read in a minute, though, I ain't gonna lie. But I'm in school, so I be having to read. I ain't got no choice.
For sure.
I ain't got no choice. But I think my favorite book would probably have to be, is it Let the Cage Bird Sing, Maya Angelou? Am I saying the title
You
right?
gotta put me on.
Let the-
That sound like
the
one
Cage
of
Bird
them
Sing.
ones.
Maya Angelou. My mama, she used to read to us Maya Angelou books all the time when we was younger. So I think I just like her as a writer. But yeah, I'm gonna have to go with that. I've been also reading that book, is it Message to the Youth? By RZA Islam.
RZA?
RZA, the Nation of Islam.
Oh, I
know what
thought
I'm
you
talking
were
about?
saying RZA from Wu-Tang.
Oh no, not RZA.
I was about to say, wait, you going crazy like that?
No, not RZA.
Hey, I'm
RZA.
gonna check that out. But that sounds like one of them ones too. So like,
I read here and there, but really I write a lot though. I ain't gonna lie.
So would you say like one day you would want to like write your own book or something, like, you know,
Hell
or
yeah.
write out like a novel or a movie?
I got a lot of shit to talk about, and I feel like I still haven't tapped in when I haven't really told my story just yet with my music. So just imagine a book, like
Yeah,
people, like, you know my story, people will be fucking proud of me, y'all.
for sure. So, funniest high story.
Funniest high story. I feel like my funniest high story would be probably we was getting high with, I think it was my birthday. Yeah, it was my birthday. I was like 15 or 16. We went to the Cheesecake Factory. We were smoking and drinking too, though. But we literally was on our way home from the Cheesecake Factory, you feel me? And we was catching a bus, and we got on the wrong bus. And instead of going to Oakland, we went all the way to like Berkeley. They took us like somewhere else. We was hella
Damn,
young.
I was on a mission.
Yeah, we was on a mission. It was
That's
so
crazy.
sad. And I was like a crybaby back in the day. Like, I was crying. I was calling my mom. I was like, we lost. I don't know where we at. It was so funny, but we eventually got home. But it was high, just not paying attention. Like, if we was paying attention and see what bus we getting on, we would have been home.
Yeah, it'd be like that. So, bongs, papers, or blunts?
Blunts. But I'm getting into papers more because at first I didn't appreciate papers, I ain't gonna lie. But when you by yourself, a paper hit. When you with other people, I feel like blunts is better.
Alright, well, how do you feel about edibles?
I like edibles. I had a bad trip off edibles one time, but other than that, I like edibles. I like the way it makes you feel. You just gotta like microdose. You can't like overdo it. You gotta take a little bit by bit, you know?
For sure, for sure. Alright, so I got one more question before we get up out of here, man.
Okay.
So, in the next 5 to 10 years, where do you see JourneyBthaReason?
I see JourneyBthaReason being a businesswoman, being more established in the game, definitely dipping and dabbing into the fashions, into the real estate, into the, you know, all that.
Fashion
I
mogul,
definitely
all
see
that.
fashion mogul, all that. I definitely see myself out of the hood, because I am still very much in the hood, y'all. Out the hood, my family cool, stable, and then working on getting wealthy. You feel me?
Facts, facts.